Hello, my friends. I am Doc Tom having tonight, right now, I'm going to do something that I've never done before. And instead of coming up with a script, a destination, what I'm going to say, I'm going to close my eyes and let Source lead the way. So this is for anyone that's meant to hear it. And if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Because I simply ask, who can I help? How can I serve? Where do you want this message to go? Who needs to hear it? And whatever comes through, Source, let it flow through me as a conduit channel of light from Source. Let me get my ego, my mind, everything out of the way. Okay, so if you're joining me, welcome. It's the first time ever trying this. I'm excited that you're here. I'm gonna take a breath and invite you to join me in this breath. A little heart, brain, heart coherence, a little mind, heart alignment. Creating space to allow space for Source to flow through. Since I was super young, people pleasing led all my decisions. It led my relationships, my jobs, my ambitions. I wanted people to love me, to like me, to think I was great enough to keep safe. Because I was worried if they left me that I would have a terrible fate. Letting go of attachment, letting go of being needed. Let go, let go. I heard my soul, it was pleading, and I couldn't let go. I held on tight. How can I do this? How can I do it right? Just perfectly, without fail. But yet, fail again and again I did. Trying so hard, overextending, overpromising, underdelivering, and always wondering, who am I really? Letting go of the attachment of who others think I need to be, and simply choosing who I'm being, what I'm believing, projecting what I'm perceiving. Letting go of heartache, relationships that thought they could last till the end, till death do us part. It started so good and started so well. I didn't think we'd part. Feeling the heartache, the heartbreak, and still loving. The only truth that's real is loving. Letting go of everything that's not real, because nothing real can be destroyed. Letting go of what you think of me, letting go of how well I'm doing, letting go of whether or not this makes sense or lands, letting go of whether or not anyone understands, connecting with true source self, allowing flow to come through and let go after the words I say and the actions I do. Letting go of the attachment to the outcome, detaching from how it all works out. When things don't go well, which happens a lot, don't get angry, don't scream, don't shout. Instead, pause, take a breath, create space for something true to come through, something greater than my mind could ever do. My logical mind thinks it's so smart, always thinking. Gives me a headache. I have this eye twitching and blinking. Not now because they're closed. But what's flowing through, I don't even know. I don't know what I'm going to say next. But I breathe, create space, and allow Source to do the rest. Someone needs to hear this, so I've been called to share. It's because I put on this planet to simply love and care, share the experiences I've gone through and the lessons along the way, so I can perhaps help somebody else have a better, brighter day. So much suffering we experience, so much heartache and pain is not even necessary. We just default to guilt, shame, and blame. Guilt, shame, and blame just block us from what's true. And the same truth in me is the same truth in you. It connects us all. It's the consciousness within and the consciousness throughout. It's what this life is all about. But we get so attached to the old programs, the default mode network just running the show. We go into autopilot. We lose all control. Something happens, a reaction. Next thing you know, we're back to wondering what happened. How did I blow it again? How did I mess up again? Oh man, why can't I win? Things were going great. Then I messed it all up. We call it self sabotage, but here's what I really think's going on and up and down and circulating around. They're programs we inherited when we were like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 7. They become so hardwired in our brain, we haven't questioned them. When we turn 11 and 12, 15, 17, start doing our own thinking, that's when we're trying to put it all together. And the older we get, the more layers of conformity form. I wish someone gave us a lesson early. Someone gave us a warning that our true being is awareness. Awareness of the light that's always within, of infinite knowledge, building, growing, begging to be expressed. Yet our mind questions, am I good enough? What if I don't do it right? What if they don't like it? What if I'm rejected? Oh, please don't reject me. Anxious attachment style, please don't reject me. I'll pretend like it's okay if you do, and I'll just smile. Oh, but please don't reject me. That's been my MO, the pattern that I've run for my life. I definitely did it with my ex-wife. Bless her, I love her. What a mirror she was for me. But I can say this now with absolute certainty. Every relationship is a mirror. Every interaction, conversation is consciousness involving two different personalities and conjuring sensations. I mean, the feelings, all the feelings, they're energy in motion. But these feelings sometimes take over the whole show. And then default mode network kicks in, automatic programs take control. When we learn these programs, we didn't choose them. But unless we become aware of them, we cannot lose them. They'll keep taking over and running the show. That's why we have to let that shit go. But we can't let it go till we bring it to the light. We can't let it go if we're always judging wrong or right. Judging, shaming, blaming. Oh, such a shitty childhood. I blame my parents, my childhood, our poverty, the addiction, the suicide for a long, long time. I get older, I kept blaming, kept shaming. But now that I'm older now, the only blame is mine. I blame myself time and time again. I shame myself whenever I don't win. When something goes wrong, that means there must be something wrong with me. Especially when I base my self worth on the evidence I do see. But I know better when source is flowing fluently, currently. The evidence I see in the 3D reality is a reflection of the energy projection yesterday, the day before, maybe weeks ago, maybe the last moment. It takes a while for the outside life situation to catch up and reflect. When we're treating ourselves with love, with self worth, with self respect, with authenticity and soul integrity, all of it has always been right within me and within you. I'm not better than you. I'm not worse than you. We're connected with the same glue. Call it quantum entanglement, call it the great oneness, call it the wholeness. But here is the truth, quoting a familiar Barney song. I am you, you are me, together one whole flowing we. We're all streaming from the same source light. We all want to feel good about life, do what's right, have a wonderful spouse, husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend, what have it be. We want to exist in peace and tranquility, but we also want to be safe and happy as can be. And yes, prosperity. Prosperity is not just the money, currency flowing, bank account growing. It's knowing that we're safe on the inside. It's having relationships that warm our hearts and test whether or not we're ready to step up, level up our light, and be the best, because they reflect, every relationship reflects mirrors showing us the parts of us we don't always see, but the parts of us we have to bring into the light if we want to be the truest expression of our best true selves, our true source selves. Our soul's been evolving, trying to come through. The more it evolves, the more I can connect with you. The less I try to get, the more I can receive. But it has to start with aligning beliefs, aligning intention, thoughts, beliefs, feelings, and outward actions, aligning. That's what's defining how profitable and how much prosperity will circulate and attract. Prosperity in our relationships, prosperity in our health, prosperity in our currency circulation, prosperity on the impact we make on others, our purpose flow contribution. Because if we have a near death experience, or say we rise above, no longer in a human body, they won't be asked how much money we made. They'll be asked, how did you love? When you weren't loved in return, how did you love? When you felt dejected, rejected, and burned, how did you love? When things were going well and you're on top of the world, how did you love? How am I loving now? Loving now. Letting go of the past, deregulating the neural pathways so the memories don't last. Use them as the lessons to learn from, because those lessons can only apply to this moment right here and now, now being. But my brain likes to think about the past. It likes to project to the future. It sees time as this chokehold, like this ogre-like creature. The time is the space where consciousness flows. Our soul doesn't know time. But if I'm late for work, that's not going to go. It's not going to go well, not at all. Letting go of time attachment and time stress creates space for something else to manifest. Oh, that word, manifestation, law of attraction. Don't even get me started. It feels like this spiritual word soup abstraction. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm sure it's all true. But according to source, light flowing through, demonstrating who we're choosing and being with our intentions and our actions. Demonstrating. Decide, align, enroll into that version of yourself and demonstrate it through action. We're on the Earth School for action, to move, to play, to interact, to listen, to say what's true to us. But just because it's true to me doesn't mean it's true to you, and it doesn't make it fact. Our truth is a moving target, changing all the time. The only thing that's truly true, as far as I can find, is loving divine. I believe it's a Course in Miracles that says very profoundly, nothing real can be destroyed and nothing real exists. And love is the real. But not the kind of love that happens when a girl texts you back, you meet up, you kiss, you hug, you love, you go out, that's awesome. But it's the love that exists in the now. Thank you, loving now. Loving life now. No matter what life's giving you, choosing love and letting go of attachment to what you think must happen. Sometimes our soul feels like it's napping because it gets overridden by our free will. Our free will can override the soul. Our soul can whisper, whispers from the heart. But if we're not listening, perhaps we should start. Because the soul has everything that we knew when we were a little child, that we forget when the conformity layers get piled and piled. Letting go without losing ourselves. It doesn't mean just letting go of the past that hurts our hearts, letting go of the mistakes when things fell apart. It's desiring something in your heart and feeling it and knowing it to be true. For me, it's helping break generational cycles of depression and addiction, poverty, ill health, ill will, depression. What about you? You have a true desire too. But here is Source coming through. Know your desire, feel your desire, be your desire, but then let it go. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Holding on to it too tight, thinking about it all the time, that's not going to make it manifest right on time. It's not going to make it demonstrate. It's knowing, choosing, aligning, be, do, having. Let it go. You're going into a sales call, you really want to get it closed. That way they enroll, you get a commission, and everyone's sold, and everyone smiles, and everyone claps. And your supervisor says, good job. How about that? Let it go. The outcomes aren't up to us. We can choose to align with a desire and intention. We can choose who we're being, but we don't get to choose the outcomes we're seeing. There's a lot of forces in play in that one. There's the outer intention where everybody's intentions combine as one. Everybody's consciousness energy, what they want, what they don't like, the vibes they're sending out, they all combine together. That's what consciousness and outer intention and the flow of our collective is all about. So much time, I spend so much time overthinking this, trying to figure it all out so I can explain it, so I can help people, and also so you can be on the same page somehow. But when I'm quiet, and I let Source flow through, there's nothing more to understand. There's only truth to do. Being true, doing true, letting go of attachment to what comes through. Letting go of the judgment, the blame, the shame, the guilt, but also letting go of what we think must happen for us to feel at ease. Our soul already knows everything we need is within, but quieting the mind long enough for the soul to get a word in. But the soul doesn't speak in words. It's nudges, intuitions, budges, synchronicities. You know when the soul speaks, but it can't speak when the mind's chattering and blabbering all the time. And my mind doesn't like shutting up. I don't know about yours, but that's mine. But the mind's a wonderful thing when it's aligned. There it is, aligning the mind, especially the subconscious one. I mean, the subconscious has so many parts, all classified as one. It's where our default mode network is. It's where our automatic reaction programs are. But until we align the subconscious and our thinking mind with our soul, we'll never get that far. But it's okay. This isn't our only day. This isn't our only time. Our soul is constantly evolving. We have to do it as much as it takes to evolve just fine. Life doesn't always feel good. Sometimes it just sucks. When that is the way things are flowing, it's hard to have source trust, to have source certainty. Source certainty. The decision to surrender to source, to let go of control and surrender to source. Source certainty, source surrender. Yet there's no certainty in what's going to be rendered, what's going to happen in the outcome. It's the paradox. Starts in the breath. Right there, that space after the exhale. That allows space for source to flow through. Almost like a secret angel voice is talking to you, but not using words. That's the weird thing. It doesn't rap, it doesn't talk, it doesn't sing. But the message is there. The meaning is there. The purpose is there. The truth is there. And that's the hardest part. The truth doesn't come in words. It's not a catchy expression that you just heard or just read. It's feeling the thoughts. Letting go of the repetitive programs that occupy so much mind space, that try to take over the place, and allowing and creating space for the source truth to flow. And if it doesn't feel aligned, let it go. I'm choosing to be soul aligned. I'm choosing source alignment. Source aligned with heart, source aligned with mind. I'm choosing. That decision's mine. And that's really what it's about. One choice at a time. Who are you choosing and being? Now, in the next 24 hours, you're going to get punched in the mouth with something unexpected. Some lifing's going to life you. It's going to happen. Not that I wish it on any of us, but that's part of the human experience. But how we react to that, whether it's someone not treating you well, or is your food having a funky smell, or something unexpected that feels like hell, that moment, choosing source, soul alignment as opposed to our instantaneous reaction. That's how evolution happens. Expansion, ascension, awakening. By the way, every day is awakening. I suppose the moment we become aware that there's something more than our mind and body going on here, that's awakening. When we realize we're spiritual, energetic beings and not just our body and mind, I suppose that's awakening. That was the easy part. The hard part was aligning with that trueness, wholeness, the beingness that is beyond words. I mean, how do you talk about something that's beyond words? It's the most crazy thing I've ever heard. And how do we learn about it and if we can't talk about it? But I am talking about it. And yet, I don't know if any of this makes sense. But the fact that I care that it makes sense means it's time to breathe in, breathe out, make sure I'm not performing, make sure I'm not trying to overcome doubt, make sure I'm not trying to prove anything to anyone. The answers are there. The answers are here. They're so very near in our hearts, even though they're not always clear. It's feeling the thought before the thought becomes words. It's pre-verbal expression, being it before any words are heard. Being the feeling before seeing the expression. Being the feeling before taking the action. But in action, more clarity forms, more clarity becomes clear. Aligned action is flow action. Source flow, purpose flow, whether it's a conversation, an interaction, an experience, a task, to do it with source flow instead of trying to control. Ah, there it is, the whole meaning of this show, of this source flow, letting go of control. Letting go of control. Letting go of controlling the outcome, doing what's ahead of us, in front of us, just because we're having fun. And if we're not having fun, how can it be more joy? Source flow. Maybe I'm starting to annoy with all these talks of source flow. It's different than ego. It's different than personality. But when our personality aligns with source flow, that's when life just feels awesome beyond anything we've known. I'm not there yet, though. My life is still full of lots of ups and downs. But that moment after the exhale, nothing else is around. There's no thought, there's no chaos, there's nothing to prove, nothing to do. But yet, the thing to do becomes incredibly clear. Ask and you shall receive. I'm sure you've heard that expression before. So I'm going to say it again. I mean, what can it hurt one time more? Ask and you receive. If you want a better experience, ask better questions. Because here's the question that needs to be mentioned. Who can I help? How can I serve? What am I to do? Where am I to go? What am I to know? What light can I share? The light's not mine. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to anyone. The light is flowing. We're conduits, channels, if you will, of the one whole flowing one. One whole flowing one. Connection. We can't get it wrong. We're never ever done. Nature guides the way. Stars, moon, and sun. The trees, perhaps our greatest teachers. The animals, there it is. The nature they follow. They let go because they don't have an ego. They follow their true nature, their true source self. It's easy because they don't have this super sophisticated CPU processing all these thoughts a million miles a second. So they just flow with nature. Source flow is nature. Letting go of the resistance and allowing our true source nature to flow through. It's easier said than done. But it's a matter of what we choose. Letting go of what's not real. Grasping and holding on to no one thing, but instead being fully present. Presence awareness in the here and now. Source light will reveal the how. I didn't know I was going to do it. I didn't know I was going to ever do a video like this. But here I am. It was a source flow message. Who knows? Maybe when I watch this again, I wish I never did. It felt good and true. It felt like what I needed to do. I had no idea what was going to come through. I don't even know how to end it. I haven't thought it all through. It's my intention that if the person who needed to hear this, and there was something in the words that came through, speaks to you, then yay. And if not, let it fly. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Thank you. Loving now. So grateful that this expression came through.